Hello students, this is Hamza Noor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. Here we are solving October November 2021 A level mathematics 9709 pure maths 1 paper 1 variant 2. Question number 1 till 4 is already done in the previous video. Here we have question number 5 onwards, and this question is related to arithmetic progression and trigonometry, and this question is worth 6 marks. So the first, third, and the fifth terms of an arithmetic progression are 2 cos x minus 6 root 3 sin x and 10 cos x, respectively, where x is greater than pi over 2 less than pi. Part A is asking find the exact value of x. So since we know we are dealing with an arithmetic progression, so let's just first write the data which is given to us. The first term is 2 cos x, so A is equals to 2 cos x. The third term is actually minus 6 root 3 times sin x. So the formula for finding the third term would be, since we know that Tn is equals to a plus d times n minus 1, where a is the first term and d refers to the common difference. So third term will be actually a plus d times 3 minus 1. So third term is actually a plus 2d. So we can say that a plus 2d equals minus 6 root 3 times sin x. And in place of a, we can write 2 cos x. So 2 cos x plus 2d equals minus 6 root 3 times sin x. So 2d equals minus 6 root 3 times sin x minus 2 cos x. So if we make d the subject, so d equals minus 6 root 3 sin x minus 2 cos x completely divided by 2. Now what we know the fact is that the fifth term is 10 cos x. So the formula for fifth term is actually a plus 4d. And since fifth term is 10 cos x, so a plus 4d will be equals to 10 multiplied by cos x, and the first term is actually 2 cos x. So 2 cos x plus 4d equals 10 cos x. Therefore, we can say that 4d is equals to 10 cos x minus 2 cos x, which is simplified as 8 cos x. And if we make d the subject over here, so 8 cos x divided by 4, and this can be further simplified that common difference is equals to 2 multiplied by cos x. Okay, now what we need to do is just equate this d with d and solve the equation. Nothing else, as simple as that. So 2 cos x 2 cos x will be equals to minus 6 root 3 times sin x minus 2 cos x completely divided by 2. So 4 cos x, let me just clean the nib of the pen. 4 cos x is equals to minus 6 root 3 times sin x minus 2 cos x. So 4 cos x plus 2 cos x will give you 6 cos x. I'm doing the working over here. So 6 cos x equals minus 6 root 3 times sin x. So now what we need to do further is make sin x over cos x the subject of the equation, because we know the fact that in place of sin x over cos x, we can use the identity 10x. So what I'm going to do is make sin x over cos x the subject of the equation, and this will be equals to a fraction in which a numerator will be the term which is multiplied by cos x. As we can see, 6 is multiplied by cos x, so we will write 6 over here. And in the denominator, we will write the term which is multiplied by sin x, which is minus 6 root 3, such that when they are cross multiplied, they will give you exactly the same thing. Minus 6 root 3 times sin x equals 6 cos x. Okay. And in place of sin x over cos x, we can write 10x. And this is simplified. So 10x equals minus 1 over root 3. Now we need to solve this equation. and the interval is that x is greater than pi over 2 less than pi. But one thing you need to remember is that whenever you are finding the basic angle alpha, that basic angle is always acute angle. So you have to always ignore the negative sign. Whenever you are finding the basic angle alpha, always ignore the negative sign because this angle is acute. It lies between the slant line and the horizontal axis. Okay. So alpha, the basic angle, is equals to tan inverse 1 over under root 3, which is supposed to be tan inverse 1 over root 3, which is supposed to be pi over 6. So alpha equals pi over 6. Okay. So since we know that we are dealing with a negative value of 10x, originally we are dealing with a negative value of 10x. And since 10x is positive in the first quadrant and the third quadrant, so we know that 10x is negative in the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. Okay. So 10x is negative in the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. We are going to make the slant lines in the second and the fourth quadrants respectively. This basic angle always lies between the slant line and the horizontal axis. So basic angle will be over here and over here as well. But wait, the interval is that x is greater than pi over 2 less than pi. We need to only deal with this second quadrant from 90 degrees till 180, meaning pi over 2 radians till pi radians. So our requirement angle, the exact value of x will be pi minus pi over 6, which is equals to 5 pi over 6. This part A was worth 3 marks. Then let's move on to the next part. Part B is saying that hence find the exact sum of the first 25 terms of the progression. So sum of n terms is equals to n over 2 multiplied by 2a plus d times n minus 1. Okay, so we need to find the sum of the first 25 terms, but the exact value. Okay, so 25 over 2 multiplied by 2 times a, and a is actually itself 2 cos x, plus the common difference is also 2 cos x. Okay, multiplied by 25 minus 1. Now, since we have found the exact value of x, 5 pi over 6, this will be used over here. So 25 over 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 cos 5 pi over 6 plus 2 cos 5 pi over 6 multiplied by 24. So let's just find the exact value of 2 cos 5 pi over 6. This is exactly equals to minus root 3. So 25 over 2 multiplied by 2 times minus root 3, and then minus root 3 is multiplied by 24. Okay. We just need to find the exact value, nothing else. Excuse me. Ya Allah. So 25 over 2 multiplied by minus 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 minus 24 root 3. Okay, so minus 2 root 3 minus 24 root 3, which is supposed to be obviously minus 26 root 3. So 25 over 2 multiplied by minus 26 root 3. So what is minus 26 multiplied by minus 25? This is minus 650, and minus 650 over 2 is minus 325. So minus 325 root 3 is supposed to be the exact value of the sum of the first 25 terms of the progression. So this was question number 5 of October-November 2021, paper 1-2. All right, so here we have question number 6 from the same paper, and this is related to geometric progression. This question is worth 5 marks. So the question is saying that the second term of a geometric progression is 54 and the sum to infinity of the progression is 243. The common ratio is greater than half. Find the 10th term, giving your answer in exact form. So second term of a geometric progression is equals to 54. So since we know that the formula for finding a specific term in a geometric progression is Tn is equals to a multiplied by r raised to the power n minus 1. So in this case, term 2 would be equals to a multiplied by r raised to the power 2 minus 1. We can say that the second term is a multiplied by r. So this a multiplied by r is actually 54. So if we make a the subject of the equation, so a equals 54 divided by r. This is your equation number 1. And then sum to infinity of the progression is 243. So sum to infinity formula is a over 1 minus r. So sum to infinity equals 243, and a and r are both unknown. So a over 1 minus r. And in place of a, we can actually write 54 over r. So 243 minus 243 r equals a. In place of r, I'm going to write 54 over r. In place of a, I'm going to write 54 over r. So 243 minus 243 r is equals to 54 over r. So this is 243 r minus 243 r square is equals to 54. Hence we can find, hence we have obtained a quadratic equation in terms of r. Okay. And we just need to solve this quadratic equation, nothing else. But keep the fact in mind, keep the condition in mind that r is greater than half. Okay. So 243 r square minus 243 r plus 54 equals 0. Let me just see if 243 is divided by 54. Okay. So I mean, let's ignore this. So what we can do, we can use the quadratic formula. R is equals to minus 243 plus minus under root of minus 243, the whole thing square, minus 4 times 243 times 54, and then divided by 2 times 243. So r is equals to 243 plus minus, actually what, let's see what is coming within this under root, minus 243 the whole thing square, minus 4 times 243 times 54, this is 6561. So under root of 6561 divided by 2 times 243, this is 486. So 243 plus under root of 6561 and then divided by 486. One possible value of r is 2 over 3. Okay, and the other possible value is 243 minus under root of 6561 and then divided by 486, which is equals to 1 over 3. So since we know the fact that r is greater than 1 over 2, we are going to reject 1 over 3. Okay, and only acceptable value of r will be equals to 2 over 3. This 1 over 3 is rejected. Since r is greater than half, we need to find a 10th term. So the formula for finding the 10th term would be, since Tn is equals to a multiplied by r raised to the power n minus 1. So 10th term would be equals to a multiplied by r raised to the power 9. I'm solving it further on the next page. So the value of a we need to find out, given that r is equals to 2 over 3. So since a is equals to 54 over r, a is equals to 54 over 2 over 3. What is the value of a? 54 divided by 2 over 3, this is 81, and r is actually 2 over 3 only. So we need to find the 10th term, and the formula for finding the 10th term is a multiplied by r raised to the power 9. 10th निकालनी है. So 81 multiplied by 2 over 3 raised to the power 9. So 81 multiplied by 2 over 3 raised to the power 9. This is supposed to be 512 over 243. 512 over 243. This is the answer in an exact form. So this is question number 6 of October November 2021, paper 1 2.